Look around you, man. You can find inspiration. You can find discouragement. It all depends on you. Perception is everything. Some people just hear another song. Some people hear the greatest. A nigga used to have no chill. Nowadays I bump side A. Traffic going bumper to bumper, stuck on the highway. Before we took a break, we were talking about how you took a glitch and turned it into a hit record. I need y'all to pay attention to shit like that. Like, when things ain't the way you want it to be and you make it work and it becomes something great.
All the time.
So, from there, let's keep it going with the Smooth the Hustler story.
So, I realized that the record itself, Broken Language, it came together, and then the nightmare of it was it didn't have a hook to the label. So now at this point, we're shopping. We independent now, we doing all this. We doing all the music now independent. Now we got people eyes on us. We want to battle the beats. Everything is looking all good. But at some point now, it's like, okay, what is the strongest record we got to run with? I felt in my heart. Smooth felt in his heart. Drake felt in his heart. We all felt like, yo, Broken Language was going to be it. It's nothing out, nothing like this. Right. Nobody's rocking like this. Nobody going back and forth. And y'all killing it lyrically. So that was the idea in our head. So the management at the time that was behind Smooth and everything, they was thinking big labels. Like, yo, let's go to Sony. Let's go to Interscope. Let's go to these big labels. But I was like, yeah, but it was something like, yo, somebody need to believe in us on the label side. Mm-hmm. And I learned that experience from how Select Records believed the MOP on their first record. Right. And I seen what that did for them. It didn't take them all the way to the top, but it took them where they needed to start from. Mm-hmm. Right. You know, so I said, if we can get a label to at least do that for us, then we're going to be good. So everybody was kind of against my judgment, but at that time, you know, I had the production deal. So kind of like if I say, you know, okay, this is where we're going to go, it's pretty much what it is, you know. And the artist was with me like, yo, D, if you say so, whatever. We went back and forth, so we get so on Profile. Right. Now Profile's like, yeah, you know, we got Run DMC, we got Nine, we got this, you know, all the artists that they felt that did successful over at Profile. Right. They was like, but y'all record is good, but y'all don't have no hook on this record. So what we're gonna do is kind of focus on this Hustling record. So the Hustling record came out, and the Hustling record did what it did, you know, because it had a hook, it had everything it was looking for. But we still felt like, yo, we got this one record here that's gonna change it all for us. We fought. Now, at the time, the A&R was Will Fulton. He wanted to come. Yeah, he wanted to come over there at Profile. And, you know, I mean, not Profile, but he wanted to come into the situation with us at Next Level and make some changes. This is where Jay-Z came in the picture. Mm-hmm. Now, Dame, I knew Dame from Clark Kent. Like, Dame and Clark used to run, like, real heavy. Right. They actually experienced the moment coming to my house on Herkimer and seeing my little studio system with the sewer pipe in the basement.
And the flushing.
And making beats. And they like, yo, you doing all this down here in this, like, bathroom type spot. You know, they was excited about that. But that's how far we went back. You know, Clark and Dame was my dudes back then. Right. So now we fast forward.
Shout out to Dame. Get well.
Shout out to them. So we fast forward, right? So Jay and Dame was at the point trying to get a label to believe in them at that point. Right. So Will was like, yo, you know, Jay-Z wants to get on this record with y'all. He wants to do a record and this, that, and the third. So I always told Will, I said, I'm cool with it, you know? And then we had this thing where he had asked other producers, and at that point, Ski was producing Camp Low. Ski was like, yo, what do you think about, you know, they're going to do it? I said, yo, let's let it happen, you know? Because I always thought Jay was nice, you know, but I just didn't really have that relationship with Jay to really dig into his talent the way I wanted to because so much other stuff was going on. Right. But anyway, some politics happened, and he didn't get on the record.
What was the politics?
The politics was that, okay, why would we use Jay-Z at the time when this guy's doing this and this guy, labels making choices, And I'm like, yo, come on, let's let it go. They ain't gonna hurt nothing. Everybody do remixes,
Right.
But they stuck to their gun. So the J record and the Smooth Hustler record didn't happen.
Damn,
then that's when Big came around and was like, yo, I'm gonna start this movement called Brooklyn MECC. I want to put Smooth in it. I want to put Jay in it, AZ. I want to take all the illest Brooklyn dudes and, do this. And he used to be like, yo, D, you need to do some beats. Because I didn't really get a chance to dig in Big the way I wanted to. Pause. The music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't get a chance to dig into that whole sound like that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? The way I want to, because Conrad and all those dudes up there was heavy. D-Dot and all those dudes,
Yeah.
they had that whole team. They had it on Smash,
Right.
But they gave me some little love, They gave me a couple remixes to hit, couple different things, And I guess if those things would have surfaced the way it's supposed to, then that would have put me in good standards with them.
Right.
But it was always a politic thing. It's
What's
like
the politic
the
thing?
politic thing in the business then was very crew driven. Like, this is our crew. Like, who you want to be down with our crew? You ain't down with our crew. You ain't really getting in.
You outside.
Yeah, you're an
outside.
outsider. So I'm like, all right, I can't really be down with your crew, but I could do some things for your crew.
Right.
Yeah, but that ain't how we move it. Either you with us or you against us.
You gotta come on vacation with us.
Yeah. I ain't doing vacation. But they was more or less
But basically,
like,
they like to see people around.
yeah, the thing with them was, is like, yo, if I don't see you all the time, then I'm looking at it like this. I don't see you all the time. So at this point, it's like you ain't really in. So that was my fight at Rockefeller too. So even at Rockefeller, I'm like sitting there, yo, y'all signed MOP. And let's keep it real. MOP sound is me. Like, you sign them, sign me.
Right.
Well, the way rock, I'm getting all the crazy politics from there, D, because, you got to do some things over here. I said, yo, my dude, I got Cameron music rocking over here. I got Bleek, I got Beans, I'm doing International Hustler, Freeway, I'm doing all these records over here. What more do I need to do to get into this situation? So Damon was like, yo, look, listen, I got a special project. You make me happy on this special project, I got you, D. I said, what is that? Then that's when Victoria Beckham came in the picture. So she's now doing the Spice Girl thing. So I give her the record. He in the studio losing his mind, like, oh my God, I didn't know you make music like this. I'm like saying to myself, I didn't either, but
But we're here now. Right. We're here now, right.
So whatever that happened, he kept on the whole model side. He didn't really concentrate too heavy on the music, but the record's supposed to hit the market. So that was a dilemma. Then there was another situation where Bleek came, and then the Tupac and Bleek record had to happen. And the record was called Through My Eyes. So I'm sitting here like, all right.
Tupac and Memphis Bleek?
Yeah.
They had a
record?
Tupac verse.
Yeah, the Tupac verse and Memphis Bleek. He did the hook, Bleek did the verses, and that was the combination of that.
Wow.
And I did that record.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Bleek gonna have to come up here and talk about that.
Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now this is of course this is after Tupac's death.
Yeah. After Tupac's.
And they were willing to have Bleek do a record with Tupac, despite Tupac dissing Jay-Z while he was.
Yo, it was, let me tell you, the politic game of it was about like, yo, look, listen, man. What's done is done. But over here, we still can keep things moving, It was like, the thing about the music business, and I want everybody to understand, I try to be real careful how I'm going to say these words. One thing is that you got to know what you're getting yourself into. And a lot of stuff that I've done, I wasn't aware of what I was getting myself into. So some of it had a lot to do with like, yo, do this and yo, here go big check. Because I'm a big check getter. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what? You going to give me 50 grand for this beat? Yeah, take it. As a matter of fact, take 2 more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't turning nothing down, but I didn't understand what that was going to do. I didn't know me doing this record was going to piss this person off. And I ain't know me doing records with that person was going to piss this person off.
So when Drake
You
says
see?
like it's really like war,
Yeah.
and it's winner take all, sometimes you might work with somebody who's associated with somebody else. You actually catch a backlash from that.
Yeah, and that has a lot to do with, yo, could we really rock with D? But he be working with dudes we don't rock with. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that business there started affecting me.
But you were able to do production for Tupac and Biggie.
It was undeniable. It was like, I'm coming with the right chemistry. I'm coming with the right music. You gotta buy this. And they was like, yo, we ain't kind of digging the way he's like neutral with everybody, but he is coming with the heat.
Right.
So we gotta put him in.
For the record, that's corny. That's
Yeah,
really,
yeah, I mean,
really
yeah.
corny.
It's
The
petty.
industry, man.
Yeah, that's the corny aspect of it. Holding it against somebody who does not get into beef with everybody else, that's corny.
Yeah.
That's really, really corny.
But for a lot of these guys, it's us. Because you may not be looking at it like, I got a problem with these people over here, but you don't know what they think. You might have stepped on some toes. There's so many different ways that someone's toes can get mashed.
Yeah.
Oh, they called you for the show. Oh, yo, tell them we want 15. Oh, now they booked this person. Oh, niggas cutting our throat. Meanwhile, the person they booked might not even know that you called
They have
them
a clue,
first.
and that's what it
You
was.
dig what I'm saying? It's
It
a
was
lot of that. It's a lot of that.
Stop wearing open-toed shoes. On some fucking Timberlands, some sneakers. Stop having your toes out with the pedicure showing.
Right.
Like even just now, what you said about the
Yeah.
label making the decision not to put Jay-Z on the
Yeah.
record. As far as we knew
Right.
in the streets, that was Smooth's decision, and that's
Yeah.
why there was friction.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly. But
So you're
talk.
clearing the air.
Yeah,
we
they
don't know
talk,
that.
and they fixed that, you know, amongst
Right.
them men being men, and he told them what it was, you know what I mean? It wasn't like he ain't wanted him. Like, at the time, it would have been a good look for Jay.
What's up, y'all? It's Matt Hoffa of the legendary My Expert Opinion Show. Y'all can check me out in Chattanooga for the Hip Hop Summit out there, October 14th. I'll be there. Hope you're there too. So.
Cage had to find ways. I wasn't trying to slave a 9 to 5 till my dying days. Frank Sinatra, I gotta do it my way. Chasing the dream, some people.